Hello. This is the... I got nothing. Oh well. This is the round of 4 game of the... This is round of 4, right? I'm not crazy? Yes, it is. This is the round of 4 game. This is going to be Feel the Vibe versus Clueless. Round of 4 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 59. We are almost to 60, and we are 11 away from 70. And that's pretty cool. The chat bans for this game were Ahri, Kassadin, Teemo, and Lulu. Ahri was specifically a targeted ban against this player right here, over here on the side. Katya 8, targeted ban against her because she's really good at Ahri. Because Ahri has a taunt and like, oh my gosh, damage, and she has way too many tails to be allowed in the fields of justice. Kassadin was also banned in the chat because Kassadin is highly mobile. He brings a silence to the table and is slow, and he can run away whenever he wants to. Teemo has a blind, map control, vision, and speed. Those are all dangerous things. You can kill Teemo if you can get to him, and if you do, even if you do get to him, you're going to take a bunch of damage in the process. It's pretty bad for you. And then the last ban was Lulu. Lulu is a fast champion who's good at supporting. Just when you thought you were going to burst someone down, Lulu happens, and they're not dead anymore. Now they have a support with them. All your stuff is on cooldown, and they're not dead. You're probably going to die as a result because you get glitter lanced and slowed by 8 bajillion%, and then you die. But in reality, that's just the way her kit works. She's great at keeping people alive, and she has a slow and a CC on top of that. Lulu's an amazing character, so you ban her because of that. So those were the four chat bans were Ahri, Kassadin, Teemo, and Lulu. And now, over here, looking at the in-game bans. Remember, this is going to be Clueless, the team on the left, versus Feel the Vibe, the team on the right-hand side here. Jayce, Wukong, Nidalee, Kha'Zix, and Amumu. Yoi, or Yayoi? No. No, you are not, because that's the only thing that comes to mind. We're not going to go there. But that was my first thought. So, Jayce gets banned because he has a long-range shot, great poke for that. He has a... what is that called? He's got good melee ability, he's fast, he has great long-range poke. Jayce is a very good champion, and there's really not an easy way to deal with him, unfortunately. If you want to say, hey, I'm going to get away from him and kite him, now he's going to shoot at you. If you're going to close in and try and kill him, he's going to baseball bat you with his hammer and shoot at you. So, there you go. Wukong, AoE airborne armor reduction, both are good things to have. Nidalee, long-range poke, brings a heal to her team. Her damage is great. She's a little bit tough to kill one-on-one because she's bursty, and she gives sustainability to her allies. Kha'Zix, Amumu, Casiopeia, also banned. Kha'Zix, he'll jump out and eat someone. It's pretty frightening. It's, what's the best way to describe Kha'Zix? Kha'Zix is an excellent assassin because he can do so much single target damage, and if he kills his target, he can escape immediately afterward. So Kha'Zix jumps out to kill someone, kills them, immediately jumps back away. And you don't get an opportunity to kill him. Because Evolve Leap enables him to jump over a bunch of walls in Dominion that other players can't jump over at all, or other characters can't jump over at all, either. And then he has a stealth that makes him really hard to kill. So he's got pretty good ability to escape if you catch him anywhere. Amumu, lots of AoE damage. And it's pretty spammable stun. I mean, the cooldown for the Banish Toss gets pretty low with CDR, so you have to watch out for that. So he has a snare, he has percent damage, really durable character, lots of AoE, and a spammable stun. It's got a really long range on that Banish Toss, too. That's scary. No, thank you. And Casiopeia. Casiopeia is... she has the highest sustained damage. We're pretty sure, anyway. We're pretty sure she has the highest sustained damage of any AP character in the game. Lots of AoE, has a stun / slow, depending upon, circumstance. But it's the fact that Casiopeia on a point is almost like Zyra. Just lots of zoning ability and lots of damage. Zyra, however, has better CC but less damage than Casiopeia. This is kind of the way it goes. But both of them can zone like mad and delay like mad. The thing with screenshot or it didn't happen sadisdiction. The thing with Casiopeia is that with Twin Fang, she can just gun people down. She's really mana hungry because of that, though. So, now looking at the picks, though, we have Half Hard on Elise, because Elise is great. Stun, durable character, lots of damage, spider, everything about her is great. Ezreal is an awesome champion because you never know where he's going to be. You never know if he's going to suddenly jump back and be away from you, or jump up and be closer to you. You're never sure with Ezreal. It's Schrodinger's Ezreal. You don't know where he's going to be when you fight him, but you know exactly what he can do to you. Kopook, it is not impossible to penta in Dominion. We have had it happen in a tournament before on camera. You can find the clip online. Ezreal has a global map presence as well because of his True Shot Barrage. So, you have to watch out for that. So Ezreal's a good character. He's really safe as well. Yeah, so people are talking in the Twitch chat. For those of you VOD viewers that can't see that, they're talking about pentakills in Dominion. Pentakills in Dominion can happen under the following circumstance. If a 4v4 team fight happens in the lower half of the map, like at the two center relics, or the bushes, like the approaches below the two center the two center storm relics, if a 4v4 team fight happens in one of those two locations, it's pretty common for the bottom 8 laners to come up and try and throw into that fight, to try and throw some damage in real quick, depending upon which side of the map the bottom laners are on. If it's on the side that's closer to them, they'll walk up and they'll throw some damage in the fight to help their team, and then they'll walk back down to save their tower. But if both the bottom laners come up into the fight and make it a 5-on-5, that's where you see pentas happen. It's pretty rare, but that's the situation in which they can happen in. So it's a thing that occurs, but only when the 5v5s happen in that area of the map. So Ezreal's great because of that. He can stand back and shoot, he's really good at escaping, he's pretty slippery, and global map presence is also nice. Trundle, extremely sustainable, good chase, likes to stick to people, really hard to kill. He does suffer from being body blocked, but, you know, he's like, if you can keep him away from you, he won't kill anyone. And then we're seeing Pantheon, who's awesome. Pantheon, I would say Pantheon's early and mid-game are better than his late game, but Pantheon has a stun, which is great. Global map presence with Grand Skyfall, also awesome. Amazing at finishing people off. Durable because of the shield. And then we have Ro4 on Fizz. Ro4 is awesome at Fizz. Fizz can do tons of damage, has an airborne, has a dot. Fizz is a good character. He's difficult to kill because of his I become untargetable. Playful Trickster is nice. So you have to watch out for that when you're fighting against Fizz. You have to make him burn that before you really want to try and get him down, because just pop it and be like, oh well, I got nothing. And then Fizz gets away or kills you. Whenever I see a Fizz on the enemy team, my first response is build a Negatron cloak item, because it feels like Fizz's base damages, or at least his scaling, something about Fizz's damage is just so high compared to other people. But one of these days Sauron will pick Vigor, and it'll be really scary. But he's probably saving it for a special occasion. Looking over at the other team, we see Zyra. Zyra's amazing zoning ability. It's the best way to describe it. She can keep people off of points without even being on a point. She can get behind a point and throw spells onto the point. She has pretty good range with her abilities. Great at keeping people from getting to points. Amazing at delay. It's pretty scary. So Zyra's a very, very good pick on this game mode. If you can get to her, you can kill her, but you have to get through all of her damage to get to her. And she's got plants, airborne, snare, all kinds of craziness. She's just really difficult to deal with. Some of the best ways to deal with Zyra are just by not fighting where she is. Force her away from where she's set up at, and then fight her. That's the best way to handle her. We're seeing Talon as well. The only thing I'd say about Talon is his damage is great, he has a slow, and he has a silence on initiation. Awesome combination. Talon is really good. And Jarvan, multiple target line effect airborne, and he can spawn terrain. He's a durable character. He has a slow. Jarvan brings a lot to the table in damage and in utility because of the airborne and the slow. So he's awesome. LeBlanc can erase people from the map, or LeBlanc can die to minions. It can really go either way. LeBlanc, double ethereal chains. You snare 2 people. You teleport 2 times and get out of trouble. You silence 2 people. There's a lot you can do with LeBlanc. But being like the master of that mimic ability is difficult to do. LeBlanc can pull off a lot of really crazy technical stuff, or she can just die miserably. It's kind of rough playing as LeBlanc. So she is always a champion to watch in these, because you never know which way it's going to swing. And then we lastly have Kayle. And Kayle has AoE damage, sort of AoE AD damage. It's like, hey, you thought that you could kill one person as an AD carry, but now you're a ranged AD carry and all of your shots are at AoE. That's pretty frightening. I don't like Kayle. Kayle's damage can get out of control late game, and she will kill you. However, Kayle is alarmingly fragile, more so than other champions, so you have to watch out for that. I think that describes everything. I think I managed to talk about all the champions in time, guys. Now what do I do? Just be awkward for the next 90 seconds and not talk? If anyone in the chat's got any questions, feel free to post them. There's like a 10-second delay between me saying things and you actually hearing them. Talk about the players. Half-Hard is an excellent AP player, guy. He literally wrote the guide on Brand. He's awesome at it. He's great at Brand. He's great at Elise. He also plays a pretty good Xerath. He put a lot of time into seeing if Xerath was viable or not. And he's like, I don't think Xerath is doable. Ro4 is an awesome Fizz. We've seen him the last couple weeks. He likes to run bottom lane. Katya 8 plays a lot of Assassin champs. She plays Ahri. She plays an amazing Ahri and amazing Katarina. I don't know how well she does on LeBlanc. Sauron can play basically anything, anywhere on the map. He formerly had the highest ELO of anyone ever in Dominion. I don't think anyone's beaten it yet to this day. And he plays Sauron Jax, probably the thing he's most notable for. But he plays a lot of everything. He plays top lane, plays bottom lane. Sauron just knows everything. High Peoples, Commander Peoples, is the guy who... He's like a top-level sub. He's never been consistently on one team, but he's always like sub back and forth for whenever team is short was a person. He's like the super high ELO mercenary. Is a pretty cool guy. Netterer Man is alarmingly not safe for work. And Armor, A12, MO12. The 1-2 is an R, so it's Armor. There you go, that's how his name works. Armor also plays pretty good Maokai. That's all I got for players. Alright. If you want to ask the revive question again during the next game, I can talk about it a little more there if the chat didn't answer it good enough. But the chat's pretty good. Alrighty. Kick over to the button. There we go. Okay. This is the round of 4 game, ladies and gentlemen, of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 59. This is going to be Clueless versus Feel the Vibe. Team Clueless consisting of Half-Hard playing as Elise, Taeyeon playing as Ezreal. That's a lot of vowels in a row. I'll get back to that guy. BB Pop playing as Pantheon, Ro4 playing as Fizz. And then on the other team, the team Feel the Vibe, we have Netterer Man playing as Talon, Armor playing as Jarvan IV, Katya 8 playing as LeBlanc, Commander Peoples playing as Zyra, Sauron playing as Kayle. And over on Clueless' side, Trundle is being played by... I've got nothing. These names should come with a pronunciation guide. I want to be able to mouse over it and have the phonetic be right there for it. That'd be a really cool feature in video games, but someone has a zany name. You just go, you mouse over it, and it has a little box that shows you how it's pronounced, and the player could write the pronunciation in. But then again, you'd have people that name themselves BB Pop, and then when you mouse over it, it would say, it's pronounced Dave. So that would be a little silly. That would be pretty interesting. I don't know how to pronounce the AUE at all. I have absolutely no idea. So I'm going to call him Kirari until I can figure it out. Because I have no idea. Alright, we are in a new game. It's a round of 4 game. And which champion do you guys think is going to die first? I want to see some guesses in the chat. Some people got it right last time. We'll see if anyone gets it banned this time. Elise is a spiders. Once upon a time in a broadcast, I famously called everything Elise had spiders something because I didn't know what any of Elise's abilities were. There's a VOD of that somewhere on the internet. You guys could check it out. Why are we looking at blue team? Let's look at red team. Everyone always looks at blue team. Kayle, what are you doing? Kayle, that's not safe. Kayle, are you okay? I think you're malfunctioning. Guys, Kayle is confirmed for robot. Confirmed for a robot. Okay, so both teams heading off to the top end of the map. Boots, prospectors, items, potions. Nothing too different here. Hey, LeBlanc's little ribbon things on her, like, collar flap around. I didn't notice that before. It's weird having, like, ultra super graphics, man. I had a bad graphics card for, like, all my life. So now that I have, like, one that's amazing, I'm like, whoa, little things! Half-Hard begins to cap on the tower up here at the top. And Zyra goes in for the interrupt, barely gets it. A lot of damage on Half-Hard right there. They have a lot of capture that they're going to have to recover. BB Pop gets taken for a walk by LeBlanc. Bunch of damage on him right there. Karari and Jarvan getting a little bit of disagreement. Spider Bomb goes off over by Talon. It's called Volatile Spiderling, guys. I learned. A little bit of poke back and forth. No big engagement yet. Ezreal trying to chip away from the top side right there. Talon could jump over. He does. Jumps over, gets the rake, puts a little bit of hurt on him, forces him back away from the fight, and now they're starting to sweep ahead, but Armor gets taken down, unfortunately. Jarvan is the first one to get sent back to the platform. Peoples with the exhaust on him. Kha'Zix and Peoples trying to do some damage, but they're on the wrong end of the fight right there. Spider up, comes back down. Pillar there to slow Peoples down. Peoples gets killed, and Kha'Zix, stunned by the, whatever that thing is called. And it's a spider web. It's like spider web shot. How does Elise shot? I'm not going to do that. Let's not. Armor going to try and get the cap, which forces Elise back out a little bit. Looks like they don't want Elise to recall. So, Jarvan over the wall. Yeah, they definitely don't want Elise to recall. Talon goes for it. They want to get the kill. Nice snare by LeBlanc. Now it's just Trundle by himself, but Trundle is a terribly durable champion there. There's the pillar to interrupt, but no, Katya immediately with the pickup on that. And there's the garrison, but Talon immediately picking up the tower again. Taeyeon jumps over the wall, starts shooting at LeBlanc immediately, is able to pick up the kill right there. Talon jumps over, gets stunned though for his troubles, and gets sent back to the summoner platform. And now Armor is going to have to retreat from the top point, picking up the health relic in the process. At least with the Haunting Guys now. Trundle with the Vampiric Scepter. And things look okay for Clueless at the moment. You see Pantheon with the recall. Down at the bottom here going for the gank. At the bottom, Half-Hard and Ro4 are able to take out Sauron. Are they going to go for the Boneyard play? I don't think so. It just looks like they're looking to get the kill and start to try and get ahead. Kayle is a character that excels later on in the game, but at first is kind of so-so. Armor with the interrupt right there. Never mind hanging out in the middle of the map. Items, nothing looks too out of the ordinary there. Kayle finishing the Stinger already. Looking for positioning to try and start a fight here. Pantheon and Zyra both up at the top of the map, revealed in vision so that they see that there's someone there. Try and make a play happen. Armor dashes out of that. No problem right there. Jarvan doesn't want any of it. He's going to just pop out with the standard there. I feel like Zyra can eventually push Pantheon off of this point. So they're going to want to do something about it. Jarvan and Trundle are going to get into a little bit of a disagreement right there. Jarvan's going to dash away. Katya down here getting caught by the spiderweb. Now they've drawn Pantheon down off the point now, catching him in the jungle. Trundle is just going to beat up the plant. Everything seems okay right there. Talon coming up from the bottom. Both teams are just trying to find a spot to engage on each other. No one has finished any of their vision items yet, so nobody has any idea what's going on. No one wants to face roll into anything either. There's a CV going down right there. Gives them a little bit of an idea of where to go. Katya has to dash away. Forced back away from that. Sauron recalling down in the bottom lane. And Trundle up at the top just to clear up some minions right there. And Netherman getting caught, taking some damage. Stealth looks like he's going to be okay. And Peoples getting attacked by Half-Hard right there is going to fall back to the rest of his team. LeBlanc with the mirror image right there, almost making me think there were 5 people up here. But that couldn't be right, because one of them was not Kayle. And they're going to go ahead and fall back. Minions up at the top have gotten the point neutral, so that is going to stop the clock temporarily. Elise still alive in the middle of the map, going to recall. And here we go. Jarvan has finished his Grezes right there. That's good, that's what we want to see. Once the vision items starting to get completed, because nobody wants to walk into the bushes and get completely destroyed, then once you have the vision items, you can start avoiding that by using the click effect reveal of the Grez's Lantern and the Hextech Sweeper. That's when things start to get a little bit more dynamic. You want to play it safe up until then, not throw away that many kills. There's a Clairvoyance right there. Make sure that they know there's no one above there. They do see Pantheon with it, though. Half-Hard comes up from the bottom there. Tries to attack J4. Misses. Top end of the map up here. Minions being pushed up. Now, Peoples is kind of able to siege pretty well. Zyra's a character that can definitely do that. Another man creeping up to the top. Jarvan in the middle of the map. Nope, he is going to get away from Elise. Feeding more minions into the tower. LeBlanc pokes out and then distorts back. Looks like Talon heading for the speed shrine. Jarvan heading for the speed shrine. Alright, someone's wanting to make a play here. He's going to start doing that, which is going to lure Elise over. Elise is the closest one. But behind that, we have Talon. So Elise is going to stop Jarvan. They're like, hey, we caught Jarvan. But really, we caught Elise. Their man is coming down right here. They think they have him. Nope. There goes the Cataclysm. Elise gets taken down. They're going to turn around. They have the offensive garrison active on this tower right now. They are going to pull a neutral off on it. See them spreading out right there. They knew that Ezreal was around and could shoot them to interrupt. So they spread out on the point there. Ro4 coming up from the bottom. Kayle by himself. Sauron would not be surprised if he sees the opportunity to try and neutral that tower. No, he's going to take that time to recall, it looks like, and buy and see if he can get an item advantage there. LeBlanc is going to recall. Ro4 doesn't buy it. He just uses the dash. And Katya, no, you can't take Fizz for a walk. He has a jump. They did get the point neutral over there, but they were not able to capture it, unfortunately. Temporarily stopped the clock, but it didn't really do anything else for them. Man going for Taeyon right there. Taeyon pops the cleanse, trying to get away right there, but he doesn't have his Arcane Shift available, so he is going to get killed, unfortunately. Taking the time now to capture this point with Ezreal dead. Pantheon going for the Grand Skyfall. They get the neutral off, and oh, instant airborne and exhaust combo. BB Pop's damage significantly reduced right there. He even walk cancels out of the Heartseeker Strike. Very ineffective, unfortunately. Pantheon hurting a little bit from that engagement there. Now, Pantheon can still contribute to the fight. He does have the ability to stun and finish people off. Peoples is going to catch him, unfortunately, though, and he is going to get taken down. Taeyon there at the top. There, Peoples is going to have to retreat from that because he cannot take on Ezreal and Trundle in his current state, so he's going to go ahead and go for the recall right there. And Sauron bottom lane looks like he's going to try and go for this point, but Fizz is on his way down. Looks like Sauron will get the neutral because of the minions there, but he isn't going to get any more than that, unfortunately. But the neutral is all you need because it stops Nexus health drain on your side, which is good. At least down here on the bottom end of the map, slowly poking her way down. Looks like she wants to go for a gank on Kayle. CV goes off, shows them where Pantheon is. Up at the top point right here, Kirara by himself gets snared by LeBlanc. Ooh, that's going to be pretty good. Keeps him away from everyone else on the team. Defensive garrison goes down. BB Pop is isolated with Cataclysm, and he is taken out. Taeyon comes up, throws some skill shots, but doesn't connect with a single one of them. And right now, the point going to be neutral by the minions. So this is a good opportunity for Feel the Vibe to make a play for this point. They hit the airborne off on Taeyon just fine. Arcane Shift is not able to save him, unfortunately. Now, Half-Hearted there is going to come down for Man. Eats him pretty handily. Oh, the spiders, though, were not going to be alive, though. Unfortunately, I thought they were going to block that. Oh, the shark! Huge manatee, taking out LeBlanc there at the top of the map. And Kirara was going to take the point. There's no one up there to contest it right now. Sauron is going to neutral the bottom. Sauron been doing pretty good down here in the bottom lane with a pair of neutrals off, but that's because Ro4 had left the point, gone all the way up to the top of the end of the map right there, sacrificed the neutral for turning around the windmill. BB Pop and Ro4 easily able to take care of Kayle in the bottom lane, and they're going to turn that point around. And they've been pretty solidly in control so far. 150 point Nexus health lead right now. Up at the top, Man and Peoples want to go for that point. But, nope, Talon jumping out through the minion. Very good awareness right there. Using it to escape. Katya trying to take Half-Hard for a walk, but, oh, Distortion's out. And, unfortunately, Half-Hard is going to pick up that kill there. Half-Hard low on health in the exchange is going to start to retreat, unfortunately. And, nope, looks like he's going to circle back. Half-Hard does have mana, he can still contribute a little bit to this fight. Tries to throw down the stun, does not connect with anyone. BB Pop equally low on health, but high on mana. And Peoples by himself. Ro4 comes up. Looks like he is going to try and step him down. And going to go for the drill immediately. Looks like down the lower half of the map here. Sauron is going to make a play for this, but at least having recalled is going to be able to get down there to stop that. And Ro4 is not going to make a play for the drill. He's going to make a play for the bottom, it looks like. BB Pop comes down there to chase after Sauron. No, Ro4 is going to come back. Well, I don't know what Ro4 is doing at all. I'm guessing based off of where he is on the map. And it looks like he really wanted to kill Sauron and did not want towers. Ro4 does not believe in towers. Confirmed. That's how you distortion minions and kill them. That's how you do it. Armor taking some damage from the tower right there. You don't want that. Netherman's going to begin the cap. No, he's going to jump through to Pantheon, and I don't like it very much. He has to pop the stealth to try and get away. Does a little bit of damage in the process. Trundle throws down the Frozen Kingdom right there. Decides to start the fight. Netherman getting beat up a little bit. Doesn't have any way to escape right now. He's looking for a minion or something, or oh, the pillar! The pillar. Taking him down over there, making sure to cut off his escape path entirely. Katya now trying to catch up to Pantheon. Ezreal is on the other side of that engagement. Shoots LeBlanc, reveals that he is there. LeBlanc distortions back. J4 goes, does connect with the Airborne, fortunately, but eats a stun. The process, Jarvan is separated from LeBlanc there. LeBlanc could have helped out a lot in that engagement, but that's pretty frightening. Minion wave getting pushed up to the top here. Heartseeker strike, yeah, that's no problem right there. Pantheon's going to be able to take care of that. LeBlanc takes Minion for a walk for a moment in the bottom lane. Sauron still pushed up against the tower, but he doesn't have the ability to capture it away from Ro4 right now. Talon and Jarvan on the bottom half of the map. Looks like they're going to roll down here. You see Sauron, having started that fight there, drug Fizz away from the tower into a position where he could get killed by the other guys. However, Ro4 did have his revive. He pops that, immediately gets back on the field, does have the ultimate available if he wants to use it, and we'll see when he decides to do with that. Throws it down on Sauron right there. Manatee comes out, eats him. Ro4 does get defeated, unfortunately. They are going to pick up this quest objective tower here because they have enough minions and people to do it. And over on this side, Kirara and Taeun are going to be able to pick that up. I know there's not 2 R's in that, but I don't know how to say the AUE combination. Half-Hard hates minions, so he spawns his own minions to eat the other minions. It's a minion world. Bushes! Don't walk in them! At least Spider checks that one, doesn't find anything. Pantheon investigates that one, also does not find anything. Sweeper investigates that one, does not find anything. Netherman gets stunned. Pantheon finds everything. Netherman free trip back to the summoner platform for getting caught there. Ro4 is going to pick up that bottom point there. Ezreal uses his ultimate to get an interrupt on Peoples and Katya, but they have plenty of minions right there, so that point was pretty much guaranteed already. Defensive Garrison goes down here on the bottom point as fight breaks out. Sauron trying to chip away from people, but the Righteous Fury is going to wear off in just a moment here. He's a little bit too far back away from anyone right now to be able to connect. LeBlanc up at the top against Ezreal. Seems to be okay. Uh-oh. Are they able to connect with him? Nope. Dealing with the Airborne, though, but Ro4 is running interference right there. Throws down the Manatee, takes down Jarvan there, and now Sauron, caught out by himself against everything, is going to get killed at the bottom. However, Zyra was trying to make a play for the tower, and with his team not being able to succeed just above that, he is going to go down, and now it's going to leave them free to make a play for the Boneyard if they... Nope. They decide that they don't really want to take any risks in this game. They're not going to overextend at all. They're just going to play it safe, stay on their side, keep their 3 points, apply pressure, kill people, secure their towers. When someone says take 3 and hold, this is how you take 3 and hold. You don't turtle up on your side of the map. You get active on their side of the map, you apply pressure, and you get into fights that keep them away from your points. That's how you take 3 and hold. You don't stand there and wait for them to come to you and unseat you from the tower. BB Pop gets taken down right there. Sauron coming up from the bottom side. He wants to contribute to this fight. Netherman taking a lot of damage. Half-Hard getting chipped down there. And Sauron, still alive, is able to pick up the kill on Half-Hearted. Kirara now is getting chased away. Nope, Pillar. Doors closed. He is going to go ahead and recall. Up at the top, Ezreal by himself has to defend against everything. But Ro4 got the Boneyard while that was going on. Top of the tower. Oop, Ezreal fires off a shot. Wants to try and keep it neutral. Oh, does lure Jarvan off. There are some minions up there that's going to help them capture this pretty easily. LeBlanc from behind takes out Taeun. The Arcane Barrage wasn't terribly consequential up there at the top. Pantheon coming down. And LeBlanc was trying to recall anyway and gets to stay at base and think about what she did. Bottom half of the map, however, though, another Earth Manatee goes down there, trying to fight on the point as best they can. They want to hold on to this because they've lost the windmill right now, so they do want to stay up at that 3 cap for as long as they can. And Trundle was able to take down Kale, and now swinging away at Netherman. Nope, Rake has something to say about that. is going to send Trundle back to base. However, they're pushing in on this other tower here. At least it's a pretty durable character, however, so that should be no problem to defend against. And yeah, now with Talon's presence there, they're going to chase Zyra away from the point. And if they can get up to the top there pretty quickly, they might be able to get a neutral. No, LeBlanc will get there before they can get the point neutral. And Half-Hearted barely alive right there. Going to go for the recall, maybe? LeBlanc revealed in the middle of the map there by Pantheon. Pantheon hanging down the lower part. Nope, maybe, yep. More vision effects go off. More vision effects go off. Like, look at this. Grez's, Sweeper on one side. Other side has one Grez's, two Grez's, a Sweeper. Two Sweepers, two Grez's. You want to have that vision, guys. The vision will show you what's going on. Never face check bushes. Again, unless you go into more than one bush in a minute. Checking that bush there with Trundle. Vision goes down the middle of the map here. Down the bottom part of the map, though, Half-Hearted catches Nether Man for some damage. Kayle throws a little bit of a heal on him, trying to keep him up. Kayle is good for sustain for that reason. Ro4 comes up, starts chasing after them. Pantheon catches Pantheon's BB Pop's Pantheon, excuse me, caught by Elise there. True Shot Barrage goes down, doesn't do too much damage. And Peoples, I'm scared for you. Trundle was able to catch up, and Taeyeon blinks up, able to get the damage in. Katya goes up, erases Ezreal, however, and now it's Trundle versus the world, and he is able to get, nope, not going to be able to kill LeBlanc, unfortunately. LeBlanc does pick up the triple kill right there. LeBlanc could circle around and try and get turbo greedy, but looks like it's safer to not do that. Elise breaks off at the top because Pantheon is able to zone them away, so Elise can get that pretty much uncontested. Ro4 comes up from the bottom again, takes out Nether Man before retreating back down to the bottom point. Sauron looks like he's going to go for the neutral on this. Where is Fizz going to go? Fizz is going to go to try and stop that and keep it neutral. Does he have his ultimate? Yes, he does. Ooh, throws it, connects with Sauron, gets the airborne, enables Pantheon to catch up, throws down the stun, Heartseeker, bad combo right there. Exhaust goes down as well. Kayle gets sent back to base. And now Zyra is here, and Zyra can actually set up shop on this and delay for a little while, so it's very good that Sauron was able to capture that point. BB Pop is going to go for the stun. Oh, does connect with Peoples, unfortunately, for him. And does die. Peoples, what? Peoples barely alive down here at the bottom lane. Throws down the snare, stops Kirara. Sauron coming down from the top point, throws down the Reckoning there, and now Trundle's still alive. Sauron, kill him! Sauron, you're an angel! Kill him! Uh-oh. Looks like Kirara is going to be able to get away. Ro4 is slowed by the rake there, gets taken down. Earth comes out, airborne's Talon. Talon's not that worried about it. Now this is a position that's okay for them to be in. They do have this tower, so they now have 3. They weren't really able to get into the windmill very often so far during this game. So having this under their control is awesome because 1, it deflects pressure from the windmill, which makes it easier to defend with just 1 or 2 people. And 2, it makes the enemy picnic a little bit. Spider! It died. Elise trying to recapture the tower. Pillar goes down to try and shut the door. Elise throws down the stun. Great synchronicity right there between those 2 abilities. The pillar narrows it, which means they can only come through one area, so you fire a skill shot through that. And it's great times. Lots of minions down here. 2v3. Don't like those odds. Nether Man and Sauron are trying to retreat. However, up at the top end of the map, they were able to unseat Pantheon, and they are picking up the windmill right now. So even though they're losing this bottom point, they did get the windmill in the exchange, and they're still in control of the 3 capture points. So they are starting to chip away at the enemy's Nexus health now. Now, about 150 points, that's a fair amount to be down. Especially with only 84 remaining. Now, if they were 100 and something, if they were 150 points down with 184 remaining, that would be just fine. But 150 points down with only 80 remaining is kind of a scary position to be in. You don't want Trundle to get that Storm Shield. That's pretty frightening. LeBlanc wants the Storm Shield too. Ro4 wants LeBlanc. Everyone wants everyone else. Sauron not in the bottom lane. The bottom lane is only a suggestion, guys. It's definitely not a rule. Top end of the map. Zyra. On the point. Talon Spider! Talon Spider! It exploded. And Sauron and Ro4 both go back down the bottom lane. Zyra on the point. That's a very good place for a Zyra to be. She should be okay up there. Uh-oh, dash in. LeBlanc's able to get the kill on Pantheon and able to survive, thankfully. Cataclysm keeps Trundle blocked in. Trundle snared. Lots of damage. Able to take him down. And now they're able to sweep top. 17 seconds left. They should be able to pick up the refinery no problem from this. Turning around, going for the neutral, going for the neutral, going for the neutral. Yes, okay, this is great. They have the neutral. Looks like they do have some minions with them, so they are going to get the full cap. 4 capture points. This is really going to enable them to start recovering that deficit. But the question is, are they going to try and hold on to it? They have peoples around there. Zyra can delay for a while. There's the CV. Shows them what's going on. They see Half-Hearted. Ezreal fires a shot down south to help out. And People's not quite able to kill Half-Hearted, unfortunately. But he wanted to go for that delay. Got caught by Elise, unfortunately. Sauron was taken down in the bottom lane here. Ro4 is going to try and go for the Boneyard, but Talon's not going to have any of that. Chases him away. I will move it. Thank you, Syndustry. Alright, armor up at the top against Teon and Karar. And they are able to pick that up. Defensive garrison on the towers. Just buy them a couple seconds, but with Pantheon at least in the middle of the map, no one's going to be able to get up there in time in order to try and do anything about it. Spider on Netherman! Everything bad happened at once. Stun into other stun. Tries stealth out. Gets shut down. That's not very friendly. 20 seconds on. He does have his revive. If he needs to use it, he can. But it looks like he's just going to pocket it for right now. People's heading down to the bottom. Jarvan in the middle of the map in the bushes. Wants to see exactly what's going on. Katya coming down as well. Ezreal coming down. Looks like it might be shaping up to have a 5v5 party, or someone will break off for the drill. We will see. Throws down the Cataclysm. True Shot Barrage in as well. Lots of damage going either way. Armor getting pinned down by the building, though, by a pillar, is going to make things bad for him. And Teon, nice arcane shift over the wall. Goes in. Guns down Zyra really fast. Starts pushing into the fight. Talon alive now. Didn't use his revive yet, so he still has it if he dies here. Able to shut down Ezreal. Gets stunned, unfortunately. Blanc was too far away to connect with the ethereal chains, but picks up the kill on Talon, or picks up the kill on Pantheon nonetheless. Talon used that revive there, is going to come back into the fight. Wants to try and chase Trundle away. Wants to move down to the bottom, though, it seems like. Yeah, that's where he's going. Has to keep Half-Hearted away from that. And 130 to 53 Nexus health. What do we have going on? The Field of Vibe can bring this back. They still have some time, but it's a very narrow window. It's a window that you couldn't even fit US mail through. That's how narrow it is. In fact, I don't think that's just a window. I think that's just a crack in the wall. You might want to have a contractor get that fixed. Slow catches Half-Hearted, but he spiders up into the air and down into BB Pop. Half-Hearted sandwich. Sauron doesn't like it. Has a garnish of Ro4. Netherman shows up late to the party and tries to be relevant, but is ultimately not able to do so. Has to stealth out of there immediately and run away. Looks like oh no, Fizz jumps over that rake perfectly. Netherman does not connect on that at all. Up at the top though, Peoples and nope, Teon, you can't box in an Ezreal. He just leaves the box. And oh, Netherman did it, got him, taking him out. Percent and got him, killed him right there. Ezreal was defeated, and Ro4 by himself up at the top end of the map is going to recall instead of trying to keep the point neutral. They know Ro4 is up here. Peoples can see him. Throws down a plant. Tries to get a snare or something, but is not able to do so, unfortunately. Sauron on the bottom with a big pack of spiders and a guy with an ice club. I'm scared for you, Sauron. Pillar goes down. A little bit out of range. Throws the vision. There's the snare. There's the everything. Sauron's invincible for a couple of moments, but ultimately not able to live for too long. They're going to push ahead for the Boneyard, it looks like, so Jarvan has to hang out down there and help. Sauron does not have his revive available to him at the moment. He still has a little while on that. But they're still in control of 3 points. It's icky right now, but they may be able to hold on to it for a little while. We will find out. Can Jarvan handle this? Will he be able to delay long enough for Sauron to get down here and help out in this engagement? Armor, not looking like it. Things are a little bit bad for him, especially with Ro4 down here right now. They're going to push the point neutral right away. Sauron is going to get here, but is he going to be able to do anything? Pillar goes down, slaps him right in the face. Half-Hearted is going to finish the capture on that, and that's not good. This bottom point, if this bottom point fight drags on, they're going to lose the game. And it looks like they want to make that happen. You see them down here. Trundle and Fizz both at the spot at the same time. Elise is hanging out nearby in case she has to come down and keep it going. Ezreal by himself over here against Talon and Zyra. So it's up to Ezreal to defend the refinery while this fight gets drug out over here. Cataclysm goes down, Kirara taking a lot of damage, but he's determined to lay on that tower, takes a bite out of armor, still delaying, and is barely going to get away. A death right there would have been absolutely brutal, but he is able to get distance from the point. So 2 caps to 1 right now. Feel the Vibe doing a pretty good job. They're narrowly alive in this game, however. They are neutral over on this end of the map, which is going to help them recover just a teeny little bit of that deficit that they still have. True Shot Barrage. Caught in the middle of the map right there. Hanging out. Sees Ezreal, wants to do something about that. And LeBlanc can do this. We'll see how it goes. Throws down the snare there. Gets that. Dash in. Lots of damage. Katya, no, not quite able to pull it off, unfortunately. Oh, looks like the Mimic was on cooldown, unfortunately. So, it's probably the reason why LeBlanc was taken down. Did not have that extra ability to put forth the DPS at the point. And now, all they have to do is delay until about the 10-second mark, or until the 10-point mark, and they basically have the game. Netherman's Talon sees an answer at the refinery. Oil is the... What the... Wow, Kale with a Wukong looks insane. True Shot Barrage? No. Netherman, get out. You're not allowed. Ro4 is going to be taken down the bottom lane, though. However, Taeyeon close by is going to be able to keep it neutral, and no one's in a position to capture anything. Taeyeon takes down Sauron, and Clueless is going to go on to the finals to face... well, whoever the other team is, because I don't know without looking at the bracket. Clueless is going to win and advance on to the next round. We'll take a look at the post-game stats and things here. Ta-da! Knife Moose! Okay. Okay. Now let's go on to the next game here. Let's see, where's my post-game screen? Aha! Ta! Look, guys, items! Behold the things! They are things. What we want to see is damage, right? You guys love damage. Blat! Oh my god, Zyra's damage is so high! Oh, it hurts. 58,000 damage. That's a lot. Zyra will really hurt people. And Graveyard Hero this game? Let's find out who the Graveyard Hero is, guys. Bloop! Uh-oh. Pantheon, Graveyard Hero, 281. What happens if I check all these boxes? Let's see how many we can, like, click on at once. Let's click on things. Look, guys, colors! Let's take off total damage dealt. There we go. And let's take off magic damage dealt. What? Oh, magic damage dealt to champions. Okay, there we go. Bloop! There you go, guys, colors. So many colors. Alright, we're going to cut to a commercial real quick. We will come right on back and bring you the finals games. So just chill out for a second.